Good morning, parents. I will be asking you to check if you are able to see and hear me well. So show me a thumbs up sign if everything is great on your end. All right, let me check. Okay, that's great. We also would like to acknowledge the presence of our high school teachers, our school registrar, outgoing high school principals, Madam Juvie and Sir Ham. I don't know if one of our school board members is here, Ate Boots or Madam Ruby Rachel Bautista. So to start, let's all put ourselves in his presence with a prayer to be followed by the singing of our Philippine national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
All right, good morning once again, parents. I would like to welcome you all to our Parents Forum. I am Silds and I will be your moderator this morning. And I would like to remind you of the following guidelines. Sir, the PDF, sir. So our guidelines, please wear proper attire and please mute your microphones. Video must be turned on at all times, so of course, so that we can see you parents, except when nature calls or if needed. If you have questions along the session, please send your questions through the chat box during the session, located on the right side of your screen. The moderator, me, will be collecting your questions. So let me proceed. Education must continue even in the midst of this health crisis. And schools are now under a lot of restrictions, which left us with no choice but to switch into digital learning. For the past few months, I have been a witness to the struggles our teachers are facing as they prepare for the school year's new normal setup. Our principals and teachers also made sure that the standards of good quality education are not compromised. We also acknowledge the questions, the fears, the anxieties, the confusion you, our parents, are now facing with this new normal, which is what brought us here today. Allow me to introduce to you our speakers for this morning session. Our first speaker is a pastor's wife with three wonderful kids, a graduate bachelor in business management, University of the Philippines, Cebu, a former project director of Mandawi Ictus Agent of Hope, or MICA. It's a child development and sponsorship program for 10 years, a former registrar and student support head of MCSI, and our new school administrator since March 2020. Next slide. That's Madam Christina S. Alfafara, our school administrator. The next speaker, of course, a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English, Master of Arts in Communication, which is ongoing in Cebu Normal University, a professional licensed teacher with 11 years of teaching experience, and the incoming high school principal, Madam Lovidel A. Roma.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can I see a thumbs up if you can hear me? Thank you for this time that we can meet virtually. I would have done this face to face, but let's accept that this is part of the new normal setup. So I hope you are all ready. This pandemic has brought this opportunity for us to redefine teaching and learning, a move to empower all of you, our parents, to do your part in educating your kids. As a parent myself, I have my share of doubts, apprehensions, and questions. Slide, sir, please. Some of the questions may be, who is MCS? Why enroll with MCS? And what can MCS offer us? This we hope to answer today. And so for this coming 2020-2021 school year, we are joyfully informing you that Mandawi Christian School goes distance learning for the whole school year. Yes, distance learning. It is one of the learning delivery modality allowed by the Department of Education to be implemented for the safety of our children and to ensure the learning continuity of the students. It is not homeschooling, but rather it is doing learning in the confines of your homes with the collaboration of you, our parents, and our committed teachers here in Mandawi Christian School. You will hear from our principal later the specifics of this. The question is, why should you entrust your kids' education to us? All schools are doing distance learning anyway. What is the difference with MCSI? So let me use the word distance. D. MCSI is driven by our vision. And the vision is transform learners for excellent service to God in the local and global communities. The teaching learning setup may be different now, but we remain focused to where we are heading. And that is for your kids to be transformed holistically, meaning not just intellectually, but physically, socio-emotionally, and spiritually, for God, not just here in Mandaue, but beyond. Let us go back to the first slide, please, Sir BL. Again, that's our vision. We want you to simply remember us that as a school, we make, we mold, we mentor, and mobilize Christian servant leaders. And that is really what your kids will experience from us from preschool to senior high. Let's move on to the next letter, I. We are inspired by our mission. MCSI is a training institution committed to transform learners through Christian education. This answers who we are and the reason why we continue to exist in providing education even at these difficult times. As a Christian school, we are committed not just to teach, but to train your kids. S, the third letter of the word, and that is, we value the safety of everyone. Our school nurse is ready to assist you for any health concerns, and we will orient you of our health safety protocols in our scheduled orientations in the future. T, technology is available. We are actually entering our third year of partnership with iTechRAR for our automation needs and creation of our education management system, our EMS. For the past 2 years through our EMS, we have tried using RFIDs to monitor the attendance of your kids. We have done online announcements, pointers, grade viewing, class scheduling, payment monitoring, registration and enrollment. Somehow, this has prepared us for this new normal setup. We hope to maximize other features this school year. We had several adjustments and reformatting the past days as we do our preparation. So there were times that access was difficult. My apologies for that. Our partner is trying their best to fix and finalize everything before we open our classes. For this year, the additional feature is the virtual classroom, so that all future online quizzes, exams, performance, and monitoring of tasks will be done through our EMS. We will also have a separate training and simulation for this. We will be also using the available platforms like Google and Zoom, and each advisor will be creating an FB group for the respective classes for better communication and faster coordination. A, we are accredited to provide subsidy for junior high and senior high students. We are a PEAC certified school since 2013. PEAC stands for Private Education Assistance Committee that helps in the processing of government subsidies for students from junior high to senior high. Some of you, or maybe all of you, have already enjoyed this. But for those who need to apply, our school registrar can assist you. What can they enjoy? The junior high students actually enjoy a subsidy of 11,000 per year until grade 10. While in senior high, grade 10 completers from public schools can enjoy 20,000 per year, and grade 10 completers from public schools can enjoy 16,000 per year. Again, we can assist you in the application of these grants. And we have new normal rules. Given the circumstances, the policies in our Parent and Learners Handbook are generally in place, but there are some exemptions to some rules. Some of this includes, number one, for this school year, there is no need for a school and PE uniform, only the school ID. And this ID must be worn during online classes. Secondly, there is no need for the prescribed haircut, but the learners must be presentable enough during the online synchronous meetings. And lastly, of course, you can expect a new class schedule. No need for you to wake up early, and parents, no need to beat the traffic, But again, we must all be ready on the given schedule, and parents should help set the routine for the kids. And all this will be discussed later. Next letter is C. has committed and competent teachers. Majority of our teachers have been with our school for more than 5 years and above. In fact, some of them na nga po na gani. We have teachers here who have become teachers of the children of previous learners. They have been very committed in helping our students to learn through the years. Our teachers are actually learning also right now and preparing for the new setup. Our commitment to make, mold, mentor, mobilize our kids to become Christ-like servants remain. And last letter, E. MCSI has experience for 36 years now. We have been in the education industry, have been resilient and flexible with the demands of our country's education needs for 36 years now. That alone, we are thankful to God. And so that spells out distance. Another question is, can we afford MCS? I know parents, we are all affected right now. For this school year, we have retained our tuition fee rates and also lowered down our other fees. I can show you now a comparative table of our fees and tuition fees. We did not push through with our tuition fee increase, but we cannot also decrease it. Our tuition fee is for the salary and benefits of our 40 teaching and non-teaching staff. Part of the tuition fee goes to our operation costs like rental, maintenance, utilities, and internet. For the other fees, we have already removed other costs that the learners can no longer avail, like campings, sports fests, utilities, medical and dental checkups. Some items were replaced with modules and communication allowances for our teachers and staff to connect to you through internet and text. Additional costs also include books, ID, automation fee, and GAMS. GAMS stands for GACO Access Monitoring Fees. Automation fee and GAMS are intended for our EMS development, subscription, and access. If you can observe our fees, for senior high, grade 11, there is a slight increase in budget given to module. But other than that, you can observe that we have actually a big difference in our other fees column. But again, this is not going to be difficult because we have the government subsidy. So I hope the senior high can really avail of this benefit. Let me be honest also with you, all of our parents. For this year, we are actually operating at a loss. And we are projecting a loss of 300,000 plus if we do not reach the target number of students of 500. So just imagine if we have less students. To be honest, we are relying on God's provision for staff, for our staff, and we are finding ways and means to get other sources to keep our operation. We are asking for your understanding and support for our financial needs as well. So let me say how grateful I am for the parents who really paid in advance. God's blessings be upon you. We also understand that there are those parents who are also experiencing financial difficulties today. We are praying for all of you. Challenging? Yes, but let us find comfort in our God who richly provides us with everything we need. It is our prayer that you parents will continually trust us in this distance learning setup. Let us move forward. Thank you for being part of Mandawi Christian School family. God bless us all.
Good morning, parents. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, kaway kaway. All right, there. Good morning, parents, and welcome to school year 2020-2021. I know that these days have been difficult for all of us adjusting to the new normal, but by God's grace, we are able to thrive and survive in these times. Kumusta man ta mga parents? Smile lagi hapon ta ha, dili gyud ta magpadaog aning kuan or magpapildi aning pandemic. Okay? So kung sa Korean style, aja, fighting. Diba? Okay, these are the topics that I will be presenting to you to better understand how things will go this school year. Sir, next slide. Muna itong mga topics this morning. Why do we have to know the definition of the terms? Next slide, sir. Okay, the reason why we will define the following terms is because you parents are our colleagues, our partners in the education of your children, especially in this time of pandemic. So first is the distance learning. That is now the situation now, no, nga, teachers and students are physically separated during instructions and discussions. So mahitabo, there will be no face-to-face interaction as in the physical school setup, but we probably have the face-to-face through video calls. So that will be mediated with technology. Next is we have the synchronous learning. Synchronous learning, teachers will facilitate learning to process or to clarify lessons or topics that are unclear to the learners. So this is where the interaction between the teacher and the student happens via video calls. And I will tell you the details about that later. Asynchronous learning. Asynchronous learning is, this kind of learning is more on the learners doing independent learning. Teachers will be sending learning kits or modules, example, recorded video discussion of the topic through our EMS. And this is where you parents will supervise or guide your children in their learning. And this also, no, this asynchronous learning promotes independent learning. At mga anak, no, sa high school, tagpo naman ni sila, do di na to sila pasagdaan, we will supervise them in their learning. Next is the Education Management System, or we call that one EMS. That program helps in administering and facilitating the learning of our students. In MCS, our EMS is called MCS EMS, or also known as GACO. I guess most of the parents here knows at ang audience, you are familiar with this app and you have been using this one for, according to Madam Chris, for 3 years na good ni siya, no, nato. So this is where the teachers will send their lessons and learning kits and modules, and learners will get to see and download them as well. So dili ta angay mabalaka because the teachers will design all the lessons and prepare all the learning kits and skills para sa ato ang mga anak or learners. Next, learning kit. This is the tool guide for junior high school learners. And the lessons here are aligned to the competencies, content, and performance standards given by the Department of Education. So kami mga teachers or the teachers in high school, dili ni mugna-mugna ang among lesson. Ha? We have the standards na among gi-follow. So lessons and activities are designed well by the teachers, which are found in the learning kit. So students are really guided. So ato ang buhaton ani parents, mo supervise lang yun ta, encourage na nila to learn more or to be motivated more in learning. Next, we have modules. This is a tool guide for the senior high school. Some of our parents, I think natin mga senior high parents din or senior high school nga previous senior high school learners nga nakatry of modules in our last school year, right? We actually experienced, or we had tried distance learning last school year with the senior high school learners. And we don't meet every day, naalagid mi schedule that we will meet to process learning. Next is we have the formative assessment. This is also known as the assessment for learning. So teachers will give practice activities or drills that will be recorded but may not be graded. These drills will help learners master the skills or competencies set by the Department of Education. Because we really want your kids or your children to master the competencies, we will give them drills to practice. And if we could see nga, kaya na nila, then we can proceed to our summative assessment. So a summative assessment is the assessment of learning. This will test the level of mastery and understanding of the learner. And of course, this is recorded and graded. So all of our learning kits, all of our modules, nato na nato ma-download. We will upload and download them in our EMS, or we call it as GACO. Next is the Education Service Contracting, or the ESC. It is a partnership program by the Department of Education that aims to make quality junior high school education. So since MCS is an ESC certified school, high school students or grantees will receive subsidies from the government. We are very thankful for these subsidies, no, because especially at this time of pandemic, nalisod gid siya. But again, the government is really very kind to us, very generous, no, to really give and to subsidize our students. So for junior high school, they will receive 11K. Una siya atong subsidize sa ilaha. And then for the senior high school learners who graduated from private school, they will receive 16,000. And then the senior high school learners who graduated from public schools, they will have 20,000. So it's really a big help. Next, since MCS again is a ESC certified school, we are using this AMT Teaching Learning Framework. What do you mean by AMT framework? According to PEAC, A is for acquisition. In this, teachers facilitate the learners in acquiring and learning of the lessons and competencies. So we will again use our learning kits and modules. The students will use these, which are found in our MCS, EMS during our asynchronous learning. So because we really promote independent learning, because of course, distance learning naman ta, we will give these learning kits well designed by our teachers. So again, ang buhaton sa bata, download siya from the DACU, and then magtuon siya. Okay? He or she will study, he or she will refer his studies or studying from the learning kits and modules. Next, we have the make meaning. Oh, example. This is our virtual classroom in GACO. This is a teacher's view. So example, si Sir Nolan, na siya ihatag, no, nga activities. So makita na nato din ha. We have the activities, the argumentative essay. They can view that one, even the YouTube videos. They can view that one there. Makita ra na nila. And if they want to download some, they can download it right away. So it's really accessible to the students, and it's easy for them to manipulate. Next slide. Okay. If ever that they are having difficulty in understanding the lesson or the topic, they can actually interact with the teacher. Pwede sila nga mag-private message. I think nana siya sa right side. Okay. They can send private message to the teacher, or if not, they can have the class forum. No, na na mag-comment din ha. Okay, class comment. So, pwede sila maka-interact ana for the asynchronous. Next. Okay, there no video. You can give comments also, or give your private message. Next, sir. Next is the make meaning. We provide an avenue for the teachers and the learners to process learning. So because we gave the learners time to study on their own, to understand the lessons, we will not just leave them there. So what will we do? The teachers will schedule or give schedules for the students to really process the ideas or process their learning through our synchronous learning. So muna mo tawag, we will have our video calls schedules for with the students so that we can really um, communicate with them and they can clarify their confusion. Here, the teachers will give formative assessments or drills to learners. Teachers will probably give oral exam to the learners. This is where synchronous learning happens. Teachers and learners will have interaction through video calls. Example, Zoom, Google Meet. Naka-try naman siguro ta ana, no? Or basig na yung first time karon. So at least we are learning to process and clarify lessons and ideas. So again, parents, we will not worry because the teachers are still there to help and to guide you also, especially our learners. Next, we have the transfer. To know the level of mastery and understanding of the competencies and skills, the teachers will give assessments through our assessment tools in our virtual classroom. We always stick to our policies, philosophy, and procedures in taking the online assessments, may it be informative or summative in nature. So far, are we a bit enlightened of what distance learning is? Thumbs up. Okay. Okay. Pasig napat na mga confusion gamay, you can give your questions or type in your questions. Moreover, I will show you a sample schedule and how classes will go. Okay, sample schedule. This school year classes will be from Monday to Saturday, so as the school year can end on April 2021. So if you could see there, okay, the gray column, that is for the synchronous learning. Manawag si teacher. The teacher will call, will have the video call via Zoom or Google Meet to process ideas or clarify lessons with the learner. Okay, so that we will really encourage the learners to ask questions. And of course, if they will not ask questions, the teachers will ask questions to really know where they where is that part of the lesson where they are confused. And then for the white column, that is for the asynchronous learning. So again, we are promoting independent learning. We will be sending the learning kits and modules. So parents, that's also the time that you will supervise them. Next, this new normal setup of learning will not be possible without the collaboration and cooperation of our dear parents in achieving the best quality education of our learners. Parents, you have the most important role in your child's development. Thus, I will be showing you your expectations and responsibilities. Number one is prepare a learning area for your child. The usual thing that kids will do is they will study in their rooms or they will study in the sofa with the TV on. So if possible, let's give them an area where they can really focus, in their studies. Pwede ra gyud, okay, example, these examples of pictures, well-ventilated, well-lighted areas, para po dili magduka. If possible, ayaw nang duol sa bed or near the ref. Sige na tagkaon. No? Ug duol man sa bed, matug na gyud ta ani, no? If possible, ha nga. Layo lang pod ana nga area. Pero if dili gyud, kana okay ra gyud. Basta the child has his or her own space to study. Next, establish a daily routine and supervise learning. So your child must work on his or her lessons with a given schedule as his or her guide. Why do students need a routine? Ano man? Diba? Kita parents, especially kining si mommy, momshies. Ngano mamata kita ani nga time. Kung malate ta og mata, what will happen? Okay, so same with the learners. We will remind them that distance learning is as important as physical face-to-face classroom setup learning. Again, this is still regular school day, di ba? So, dili ingon nga, naarap mi sa balay, matulog lang mi, kita si teacher. Okay, so again, parents, you will supervise them. Next. Okay, now based on our picture, no, parents, if example, we can give ideas or insights, of course, to our children, we can help them. No, pasabot lang ba, let them understand. But if drills na po nga, ayun na po ikaw ang answer parent. Diba sig, ikaw ang gaduhan. Okay, next, number 3, enforce discipline. Parents, as the first teachers to your children, impose discipline with love and care. Ayaw kusnita. Di lang ta manghusnit. Bawal man sad na. Okay, di ta manghapak. Encourage them instead. Parents, you as our partners in their education, you will mentor and coach them. You will also be the model of honesty and integrity to them. And of course, kung sa buhaton sa parents, makita ba sa anak o sundon sa anak, di ba? So we will be the models of modesty and integrity. So during drills or quizzes, probably we will supervise them, but we will not answer it for them. Okay, klaro ra, parents? Okay, I know that you're really doing very well as parents. Lisod ba ya? I understand. Next, number 4, communicate. If things would really be confusing for your part, you can collaborate with the teachers. And teachers are very willing to help you, to assist you in this distance learning. We will have the progress check, or you will inform or the advisor or the subject teacher of the development of your child through our MCSEMS or concerned channels or parent-teacher conferences. We will also have our schedule for parent and teacher conferences. We will have that one so that we will really see the progress of our learners. Okay ra, manawag may kalit, kalit. We will have a schedule. Okay? So learners also play an important role in molding their future. Hindi naman yun na si mommy or si daddy tanan. Of course, the learner has a responsibility. Number 1 is attend classes regularly. All learners must attend to the respective schedules or classes on time and regularly. It is their responsibility to accomplish the academic task assigned to them and must submit it on or before the deadline. Learners, as mentioned a while ago by Madam Chris, you will not wear your uniform. But for formality also, we will wear our IDs. And for the high school learners, you have your tribe shirts. We will wear our tribe shirts. Okay, learners? If na learner din no, nga namin now, they will wear their tribe shirts and IDs during our virtual classes, katong mag-video call. If the learner is new, he or she must wear any dominant white blouse or shirt. Number 2, communicate. As learners, it is their task or right to ask for clarification of lessons. They can ask during the processing time in our synchronous learning schedule. Of course, we really love learners who would ask questions, especially if they're confused. Teachers would be really very happy to answer the questions. Because it is also our responsibility, teachers, to clarify everything for the learners. No, so the learners, of course, we will tell them. Probably we will have our orientation also to the learners. So again, if naimong anak din ha, mommy and daddy, you tell them to ask yun. Ask questions to the teacher. Next, number 3 is listen and obey. As part of the training, learners will follow procedures, rules and policies, and online etiquette. I don't know if you have seen some of the memes no nga ma-share sa Facebook or naabaka sa YouTube nga if you are having your online or video conference na uban nga nang re-up, yan kalit nagparug, no nya. Okay kayo ang upper pero sa lower is medyo sensor pa kaha. So we have to be careful also. And sometimes we forget to unmute. No, yeah, daghan kita mga chika-chika. So we have to be careful with our netiquette online. Furthermore, the teacher's roles are to design, facilitate, and assess learning. Again, teachers will design the lesson, facilitate the learning, and of course, assess your children in their learning. Kasabot ba sila sa ilang lessons or wala? So parents, you don't need to worry on why teach, what to teach, and how to teach because we got you covered. Okay, ready? Since July 1st or since June, teachers are already preparing the learning kits, the modules, curriculum map, tanan. I-ready na nila in anak kabibo atong teachers. O, di ba? Be encouraged. Di ba? So, di natin ka mag-worry. No, all we have to do is supervise. And why should you enroll your child in MCS? Despite the odds and rapid adjustments, we are optimistic that MCS High School Department is prepared for the challenges in teaching your child in this new. We have competent, Bible-believing, and licensed teachers who are capable of coaching, mentoring, and integrating God's Word in the lesson so that your child can be equipped for good works and overcome the challenges in these difficult times. Again, we are also confident that through God's sustaining grace, we can do our best to mold, mentor, and mobilize your children to face the future that lies ahead. For more details on the training MCS has to offer, enroll your child now, and together we shall train as one. So let me end my presentation with this verse, or the MCS verse. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Thank you, and God bless us all.
All right. Thank you, Madam Chris and Madam Love. We will proceed with our question and answer session. And as I'm checking, we have the first question here, Madam Love or Madam Chris. And I think Madam Juvie and Sir Hem are also in the audience, can answer the questions if possible. So number one, can we ask a copy of these PowerPoint slides after the forum? Actually, we are preparing for our school primer. Inside the primer are all the details, specific details of what's gonna happen for the school year. So hopefully we can post it through our FB page next week. So that's why please do like our Facebook page so that you can get updates as well. The second question, is it okay to get the contact numbers of the teachers so parents could easily ask questions about the lessons given? Madam Lab?
Okay, thank you for the question, Wendy. Okay, actually we have prepared um, an exclusive group for per level. So only the parents or probably the learners can also be part of that group. We are already working on it. And we also have our email ad for the concern. So kung medyo mas accessible man gyud ang ato ang FB no, so ngadto ta mag-discuss. We can ask teachers there for that. And for the numbers, contact numbers, Siguro kato lang sa FB group chat, FB group nga exclusive for per level.
All right. Next question. Where? When and how do we get the ID and the shirt to wear? We'll wait for Madam Chris. Madam Chris will answer the question for you.
Okay, thank you for the question, Sir Steve. Uh, for the ID, we hope to distribute this together with the modules or the books that your child will be getting. So there will be a separate schedule for this. We will keep you posted. And t-shirt, there's no uniform shirt for this school year. So if you are a parent of a new learner, as Madam Love shared recently, you can just wear any dominant white t-shirt every time they will be meeting online. So no other shirt, white t-shirt. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Sir Steve.
All right. Next question. How many minutes does the synchronous time in each subject? Does the subject is the subject broken? Madam Love can answer that.
Okay, for the minutes of the synchronous time for each subject, um, if the learner doesn't have any question with the topic, then he or she will not really stay long in our synchronous. If ever that one student is really having a hard time with the subject or the lesson, then we can have the one-on-one video call for the synchronous time. But if ever they are done, no more questions, they can leave the conference or the video call right away. We will not hold them for long because it is also very dangerous, no? Or we will not strain them for long with the screen. So yes, we understand that one. And there's a subject broken. What broken? Like the schedule. Actually, we have the schedule, and we will just give it to you if probably any parents orientation. I hope that answers the question.
Next question. Miss, regarding the schedule of classes, I have 3 kids, 2 elementary and 1 high school, and we have only 1 laptop. So what will be the arrangement?
Okay. We can for the senior high school, not senior high school. Okay, for the high school, they can actually download the learning kit for the module so they can study in advance. For the learning kit and module, we will upload it a day before. Or if the teachers are really, I know that we are excited to give the modules, but we will have it an earlier uploading of materials or learning materials so that no kana in nga situation they can take turns in using the laptop. Okay, I think that we will have the schedule also no with in your house. Depende ni mo Ma'am Shi kita gani siya. Si Kuan man din si Yuji. Oh, hi ma'am. Kuan ma'am, kana time management lang siguro po sa inyo ha diha sa household.
Okay. Actually, I think that the students can also use their phones, no? Although not advisable ang phones because the screen is too small, and when you have activities, di ba, kung mag-Word ka, mag-PowerPoint, na naman na sa mga phones ron, as mobile phones. Pero I think your kids can do a work around on the phone. Pero of course, advisable gid ang laptop. And I think that the elementary also has a specific schedule, which I don't know if I think it will be discussed later, but not the specifics though. So anyway, let's proceed to the next question. How about the ID of the incoming grade 7? I think this was answered by Madam Chris a while ago. So we are going to proceed to the next one, meaning Gaku apps as our platforms in asynchronous, no need to print the modules. Madam Lau.
Yes, ma'am. Gaku app, our platform is our platform. So we will upload and download our learning kits or modules in our Gaku app. And then in synchronous, no need, ma'am, no need to print. All you have to do is to submit the learning kit or the module via our Gaku app.
All right. So any more questions, parents? We also have a schedule for parents orientation. Kani, this is a parents forum. It's a general, general information are given, overview of the distance learning setup in MCSI. But we also have a schedule for parents orientation nga. I think they will talk about the details na gid kaayo. So these are offered to our parents who already enrolled in MCSI. So if you have more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Naa pa ba? Mag-countdown ako. If you want to, you can unmute your mic. Pero di na sa tamagdungan ha. But if you're shy, then you can chat. Pwede ra mo unmute, gi-allow na mo sa host to unmute if you want. Pero di lang ta magdungan so ta. Pero if dili good, you can chat. We also would like to acknowledge di ay naabot na si Madam Ruby Rachel Bautista, one of our school board member. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you describe how MAPE looks like in the virtual learning now?
Okay, Madam Love.
For the MAPE, ma'am, the teacher in charge is designing a lesson, madam, it will not be that same with a physical or the classroom setup, but we will inform you about it. Okay. Actually, it's kind of difficult also, no, but we have the MELCs, we have the most essential learning competencies prepared by the DepEd or Department of Education, wherein um, they will really prepare lessons for design or best design for this pandemic or in this situation.
Okay. Okay. Do you have exact days of the school? When is it starting? Okay. Okay.
Let me answer that. Thank you for asking. As of the moment, we're actually waiting for the ED's final approval. We have already submitted our application for the learning continuity plan, and we are targeting it on August 10. So we're just waiting for the response from DepEd, because according to them, it's still being endorsed in the regional office. But if they won't respond to us, and August 10 is already near, then of course we have to adjust it as long as it does not go beyond August 24. But basically, we are praying and we are preparing for August 10. Anyway, we will let you know if there will be changes. But for now, set in your minds that we'll have it on August 10.
All right. My turn. So, ma'am, asa ko mangayo og account or password kay nawag ta akong cell then ang password og account to added to na save sa Gako nga app. So I can answer this for you. You can actually send we post this all the time in our FB page. If you have any inquiries or concerns related to a specific field, for example, for IT or Gaku, you can send an email to Mandawi Christian School IT@gmail.com, and Sir BL will be sending you the account and the password that you need, Madam Lynn. Okay, so from Sir Dennis, I think it should have 5 to 10 minutes break every hour to refresh the mind of the student during online classes. Yes, thank you. The suggestion is noted. Um, uh, the schedule, the schedule, the schedule given a while ago was just a sample, so it wasn't final. And I think you will be given the final schedule during the orientation. Oh, okay. Okay, if there are problems, sorry na skip na ako. If ever there are problems in internet connection or electric power during the day, does that consider an absence for the student?
Morning, Pastor FM. In this distance learning, we really consider our learners. So if ever, no, mom gini atong problem, no, this in the Philippines, internet connection, no, it does not consider as an absence as long as he can master the competencies and skills during our drills or during our summative, then that's good. But of course, we trust you parents. We work by trust, we work by honesty, we work by integrity. If ever that your kid is not feeling well or but kasi nga ba may internet connection problem, then you can of course tell us the day after baka ha, no, or on the day baka nga ma-okay na ang internet connection. So again, teachers here in MTS, we will consider the situation.
Okay, thank you. Next question from Mom Karen. How much do we need to pay for the enrollment, and can we fund transfer?
Ma'am, let me answer that for you. I'm not sure what grade level your child is, but I hope you got a copy already of our assessment fees. All you have to pay is the other fees amount. So you can pay it in full before the classes start. So yes, you can do fund transfer. Um, Again, if you can check on our FB page, we have an instruction there on how to make the payment. Or maybe we can show you later again the video. We played a video a while ago on how to do the payment. But yes, you can do fund transfer. Thank you.
Okay, next question. Sales, regarding with the books, are we going to get it from the school or someone will deliver it to our homes?
Uh, Of course, we will have a schedule for that. We will announce it. We really want you to get it from the school. But if you have some problems or concerns in coming to school because maybe you're based in another city, that's good thing. One good thing about a distance learning? No, we have students right now who are in Visayas. We also have students actually right now who are in the Middle East. So distance education na siya. So in those cases, we can arrange on how the books can be delivered to you. But if your child is a senior high, there's no need for a book. We can just upload it through our EMS. So again, we hope that you can really get the books from us. But if again you have some concerns, let us know so that we can also find ways on how the books can be delivered to you at your doorstep. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So next question, can we have a copy for this meeting for further information for the future? Yes, we can send you an email for the PowerPoint presentations, but as I said a while ago, we will be posting our primer hopefully next week. Mas detailed to siya. Okay, so thank you, Ma'am Jocelyn. Next, extended ba ang enrollment, Ma'am?
Our enrollment has not yet ended. We still have until July 15. But yes, if there are still incoming learners, why not? We will still accommodate you as long as we have an available slot. And as of now, we have. So thank you for asking.
Is our Gaku already updated for Apple units? Oh, kanigid si Apple. Kanigid si Apple. Naglisod ba ni Apple actually?
Hi, Ma'am Regina. Ay, okay. Regarding sa if Apple gani siya kay usually ang cases sa Apple is stricto gid kay na sila sa tanan. So if maka-notice mo usahay ang Android ang mag-una, usahay malate ang Apple for a few weeks or ingana kay regarding na if makasend na sila upload ang sa among end sa app na gani siya. Pero if mo verify or i-confirm na sa Apple na gina siya na end, usually mo take yun na siya time if ana magani kay daghan sila process for verification for security measures lang man pod sa ilahang end pod no munang usually na malate gid siya. So as of now kay we are preparing man pod for the next school year na may mga changes pod nagipang usab na may mga bugs na na-discovered katong mga issues na inyong experience pod for the for the for the past year sa paggamit sa app. So sa karon down sa siya kay we are currently resolving it para for the next year mas ma-prepared na siya for the upcoming school year pod.
Okay, thank you, Sir BL. From Ma'am Taladwa, mao na gid ni set up for school year 2020-2021 even if may vaccine na.
Okay, we have decided that we will do the distance learning for this whole school year. Of course, we value the safety of our kids, learners. So the whole school year, you can distance learning that even if naana si vaccine.
Okay, so where do we download the Gaku app? It can be downloaded in the Apple Store and Google Play. Just find Gaku MCS. Am I correct? Correct na? Okay, Gaku MCS. You just download that one. And then once you download it, then you can send an email to Mandawi Christian School it@gmail.com so that Sir BL can give you your, I think, your password. Okay. Next, will there be an orientation on the usage of the app for the students, especially on important tabs for the learning session? Thank you, Ma'am Hershey.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We will have the orientation for the learners, especially in using this app. So we will have the orientation. We will also guide them on how to manipulate or navigate this Gaku app.
Okay, next. Okay na atong Gaku teacher. Kay nagka-problema man to. Yes, I know the server is currently down because they're trying to find a workaround on the bugs and the problems that you have encountered. But of course, basta ma-okay na, we are going to post it in the Facebook page. Muna, Facebook page, good, like our Facebook page, and please, if you can scroll, daghan kaming announcements dito. Sometimes I think you can't see it unless you scroll down. So please don't forget to scroll down. All our announcements, our changes, o bisag unsa pa na amo na i-post sa Facebook and also sa Gaku as well. But of course, the Gaku is currently down, so Facebook sa me as of the moment. So please be patient also. Kay muna lisod sa technology karon. Okay, next is, are there books for grade 12? Madam Mac.
Our teachers are trying to, they are actually having different preferences. But for the update, they actually have books. Pero kana i-finalize pa na nato, ma'am, if magamit to yun ta ana or dili. So karon we cannot give you the final decision if naabay book.
All right, so how about online long exam or quiz schedule and no internet connection?
Okay, we will again consider our learners. No, if ever wala your internet connection, maybe of course makatabot man gyud ta. Tabot kita teachers, and we will ask. We will not judge. No, we will not judge. Wa ka absent ka na. So we will always give time for him or her to answer also, and we will ask also. Again, we work by trust, honesty, and integrity.
Okay, from Ma'am Jocelyn, I forgot my password and user of Gaco. Ma'am, again, you can send an email to our Mandawi Christian School it@gmail.com. We actually posted the emails that we have concerning on a specific office sa Facebook page, so you can check it out later after our forum. And then regarding the payment, this is from Ma'am Torres, how to pay it. We actually also posted different types of the different methods of payment or your payment options sa Facebook page gihapon. Please check it out as well. Okay, I think there are so many. And then we will post it na lang pud balik for your information sa, okay? Ang mga books, teacher, door-to-door ba ang delivery? I think this was answered a while ago. We are going to have a schedule for you to get the books in the school, of course. Dili man sa dili sad mi pwede nga patapok ninyo tanan, so it's by schedule. But of course, if there is a reason, a valid reason nga di gid mo kagawa sa inyong house, maybe for a lockdown or something, then I think we will consider delivering it. But that is if it's a valid reason. Okay, so aside sa tuition from Madam Wenceslao, aside sa tuition and other fees, what other fees can we expect in the entire school year so we can prepare? And ako na lang po i-complete, how much is the fee of grade 10 annual tuition fee? I mean, okay.
Ma'am Eleuteria, for the tuition and other fees, we have no other collection. So at first, we thought that we can go into blended learning, but it's not feasible for this school year. So basically, what we have stated in the assessment fee is the only amount that you will be paying. No other collection, because we won't have any other special activities for this school year. No face-to-face activities. So the amount that you have already received, probably through our assessment fees, that's the only amount that you will need to pay. As for the grade 10, I cannot give you the exact amount. I cannot see it right now. I'm sorry, but I can email to you the exact amount. Just send us your email address so that we can give you the assessment fee for grade 10. Thank you, Ma'am Jocelyn.
Okay, just in case, next question. Just in case if the student is not feeling well, thus understanding in online classes will have difficulty, yes. If the student will not be online, is this considered as the student being absent? How can he cope up with the topic? Does the teacher redo the topic online?
Okay, thank you, Sir Dennis. For the topic, as I have mentioned before, that we will upload them in our GACU or the MCSEMS so that the learners can really download them and then they can study them in their or on their time, which will be in our asynchronous learning. So depende nila kung what time sila mag-start sa ilahang learning. Example, he is really not feeling well, pwede man nga, he can rest. Of course, he has to rest. And then the following day, if makaya niya the following days, so he can go online for the synchronous learning. Again, we will consider your child, especially in this distance learning. And how will we cope with the topic? He can download, sir. He can download the learning kit or the module so that he can go over with the lessons. And he will not have difficulty, of course, in that. And of course, in our synchronous learning, as I have mentioned a while ago, we will process the ideas. If yun sila kasabot, then of course they can ask questions during our synchronous learning. So again, the teachers will always assist and guide our learners in their learning.
Okay. New from Ma'am Taladwa, new principal lagi ta. Asa na is Teacher Juvie?
Sige, let me share that. Who asked this? Ma'am Peachy Taladwa. Yes, ma'am, we have a new principal. And Teacher Juvie is actually still here with us. I don't know, where are you, Ma'am Juvie? Or maybe you can explain. Kindly explain, Ma'am Juvie, where are you heading? Why we have a new principal? Sige, go ahead, Ma'am Juvie.
Hello, parents. We miss you. Yes, we are going to Tabugon, the province of my dear husband. So we are staying there for good with my family. So that's why we are leaving Mandar Christian School physically only, but our heart belongs to Mandar Christian School, and our support is still with them. So I know you're gonna miss us, but by God's grace, we can still see each other again, and we are excited for this kind of distance learning. So thank you so much, Miss Ma'am Taladwa.
All right, sorry. Okay, where need ba ang haircut if mag-online classes? Kanina, Madam Chris already said that no need for a haircut because, of course, for safety reasons. But during the online classes, nindot sad no nga kanang di sad siya magtabon. Mura sad siya at least matay man lang ang hair or nakasudlay lang pod or in other words nakaligo sad. Or makita sad ang beauty kan di sa magtabon-tabon ang mata, ma'am. So no need for a haircut but proper etiquette lang. Okay? So can the student use his or her own email account in the Gaku app, Sir PL?
Regarding sa Gako app, unfortunately, ang app is for parents use only. For the students, students will use their own web-based for the app na for the Gako. So that means kato ang modules wala lang gamiton. Ang app is exclusively for parents lang for monitoring for balance, sa mga balance or sa mga subjects and payments. Ang students is sa web sila web ang ilahang access. So katong virtual classroom, katong sa or ilahang mga modules, ilahang mga assignments, ito nila makita tanan via web. So ang parents lang ang na-access sa app.
Okay, so parents, do not worry because there is a separate orientation in using the Gaku app as well for you to familiarize. And also for our learners, especially ang mga new, there will also be another orientation in using the Gaku or our MCSI MS. So do not worry about that. Okay? As a name. Yes, please introduce the new high school principal. Ma'am, kinsa ang new principal?
Ma'am, you're actually, she's actually facing all of you now. So Teacher Love is our incoming principal, high school principal, but actually she's already acting as our principal effective July 1. And we also have another new member of our team. She will be our assistant principal effective also this month, actually. If you know Teacher Jai, where are you? She's also an assistant principal. That's Miss Jasleen Makaliluoy. So we have new people in the team. That's part of the new normal setup also. Thank you for asking.
Okay. So, ma'am, pwede magpa-appointment, pa-appointment, pa-enroll sa akong grade 12. Akong schedule pag Monday kay gi-cancel.
Yes, magpa-schedule lang ta balik, ma'am. Kaya as of now, for safety reasons, we didn't allow any person to enter our school premises. But after July 16, we can allow you by appointment. But please wait lang. Pero if you can't wait na because we also want you to be enrolled, we will let a registrar get in touch with you. So she can also assist you for the enrollment. Thank you.
Okay. Another question from Ma'am Farah. Sa senior high tribe t-shirt ra ba na ilahang suoton?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, ma'am, by the way. Yes, they will wear their tribe shirt during the synchronous learning and, of course, their ID.
Naabsan ako na ma'am, kinsa ang teacher sa grade 9 and I think naapod ni question nga, do we have an online acquaintance of senior high school faculty? Okay, so I think this will happen during the orientation, Madam Love, right? We have a specific orientation. Good, kana detalyado na ni taas-taas na ni siya nga orientation for the parents and for the students to introduce to you all the teachers and the subjects that they will be teaching as well. So I think just like last year, I think there's an orientation and nato sad siya. Pero online na ta. New normal na gid ni. Makita na gid. Dapat maanad na mo parents nga makita inyong naong sa webcam ha ninyo. Nayuban ba yun? Wala nag turn on sa video. Sige, go. Sa paman. Do we have, could you accept new learners to be enrolled in your school from Mindanao?
Yes, why not? Distance education would allow us that. As I have mentioned, we have students actually, I don't know if they're here with us right now. They're based in the Middle East. They're in Qatar right now. They cannot come home. So I think they will be enjoying their stay there in Qatar for a while. But yes, they're also enrolled here with us. So Mindanao raman na, dool ra. Yes, you can enroll with us. No problem.
Yes, we have also a distant teacher. We have a teacher, hired the teacher from Leyte. Leyte, was it Leyte? O, narapod siya sa Leyte, madam. So, muna ning new normal ron, distance na gid ni. Okay, so, should we consider this the last question, no? Wala pa siya less sa Pape, Pape na? Pape, ma'am? It's okay. Pape, ma'am, from Ma'am Jocelyn. Oh, Jocelyn Flores.
Okay, yeah. So you got your already the assessment fee. Wala pa siya less, ma'am. But upon enrollment, we can automatically deduct the subsidy from PAPE. So meaning gamay ra gid imong bayaran, ma'am. So thank you. But for those nga wala pa, like example the incoming grade 11 and you're not yet a recipient of PAPE, our like I mentioned earlier, our registrar can assist you so that you can apply and avail of the voucher program. So thank you.
Okay, so we have also parents di ay nga ning hi ni Teacher Juvie. Loy, Ma'am Juvie, si Sir Hem di ay madam. Hi Teacher Juvie, hi Madam Juvie. Oh, dugay-dugay naman goods Madam Juvie. Kamusta madam?
Hello. Usara me.
Okay, so kita may teacher sa grade 9. Yes, like I said, during the orientation na kay we're still finalizing the specific teachers assigned Oppo F7, sir or madam. Okay? Is the another one last question na lang ni before we end. So, is the tribe t-shirt just for senior high or junior high also? If both, how does a newly enrolled student get the tribe t-shirt since it is a uniform for synchronous learning?
Okay, thank you, Sir C, for the question. For the tribe shirt, it will be for the junior high school and senior high school. And how will the student, if he or she is a new learner, then she would just wear any dominant white shirt or blouse. Anak lang ta. For the uh, production of shirts, for now, wala pa ta anak, sir, because of the pandemic.
Okay, sige. Okay, magnapagay yung mga question. Like I said, kinsa teachers sa grade 11 during the orientation, which I will be sharing you later ang schedule. And then kang Sir Arnold, last na lang ang question ha. Sige na kung last. In case og dili pa ni mawala ang pandemic, na by discount ang among tuition. If
Sorry, ma'am. In case mawala, actually want to be clarified sa imong question. Dili man gyud sa mawala pa ang pandemic, no? Kana lang sa di gyud na mawala. But for the tuition fee, no more discount unless you pay it in full before our class opening. You can enjoy a 5% discount. That's the only discount we can offer to all our parents as for the school year.
okay. If magsugod na ang class pohon, mag-uniform sila, that will be next school year pa, sir, because we, sir or ma'am, kay, I think from what Madam Love discussed a while ago, for this school year, 2020-2021, with or without the vaccine, we are considering to have distance learning nga setup. So, next school year pa na sila mag-uniform. That's 2021, 2022. Ay, kalayo na. Okay. So anyway, I think that's the end of our session. But before I will call Madam Chris for the closing remarks and the closing prayer, let me announce to you nga, we will be taking pictures with all of you parents because for documentation purposes. So after the closing prayer, ayaw sa mo leave, mag-picture taking sa ta. So once the closing prayer ends, kanang turn on your videos and we're gonna take pictures. So I will call first Madam Chris for the closing remarks and the closing prayer, and then we'll take pictures. Panudlay na daan.
Parents, sort of our mantra is based on our mission statement. And again, it says there, MCSI is a training institution committed to transform learners through Christian education. And our school verse, amo gining balik-balikon ha, it's based on Proverbs 22:3. And it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So let me emphasize the word train. Parents, you as our partners in this normal setup, in this new normal setup, we encourage you to train with us. Parents, remember, you are the first teachers of your children. And so we need your help. We are partners in this. So train with us. And again, train means T, let's continue to trust God. It's going to be difficult because we're not used to this setup. But we will trust God to equip each one of us. He is the source of all wisdom. Or reach out to us. We are ready to work closely with you. Marabag isang text, pero ayaw lang ng text. You can communicate with us through our FB groups. A, accept your new role, parents. Again, you are our partners in training your children. I, involve everyone in your home. Not just kamo mga mama. We have our papa, ate, kuya, lolo, lola. Let them help also. Because we know you're working as well, parents. And let's necessitate learning. Meaning, let us continue to learn from this experience. It is overwhelming, but just as we have also encouraged our teachers and we ourselves needs to be encouraged, let's do this one step at a time. The important thing is we are also willing to learn from each other. So God bless you, everyone. Do not forget, we train as one. So if you haven't enrolled, you can take a screenshot of the details of the slide that you are looking at right now. Again, our target school of opening is August 10, and our enrollment period is until July 15. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all in our future virtual meetings. So as we end this, let's all close in prayer. Father, you are great and faithful. Bless all our parents. Protect them and guide them in all of their plans. And help us also to work together in training their children. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thank you and God bless.
Don't leave yet. We'll take pictures first. Oh yeah, I'll post some announcements at the announcements at the Ikadiyot, Sir BL. Upcoming webinar series. We have prepared this webinar series for all. I think previous slides, sir. Okay, this one first. Okay, we have scheduled a webinar series specifically to parents from elementary preparing for home-based learning, which will be on July 20, 9 a.m. na siya. The date and the time may be subject to change, but we will be posting this one on our Facebook page. We also have preparing for home-based learning on July 21, 9 a.m. for high school parents. Another webinar series, Working Moms and Dads, Are You Up for the Challenge? July 22, 9 a.m. Invited all, it's an invitation for all parents. We also have for our learners, tips for online learning on July 23, no time yet, for our grade 6 to high school. Preparing yourself to learn on July 24 for our grade 6 to high school. The target audience might change. We might lower it down to grade 4, but we're still considering. So our series will be posted once it's finalized in our FB page. Next slide, sir. junior high school parents orientation by year level. This is from July 27 to 31. Just wait for the final dates and time. Our kindergarten parents orientation will be on August 3, grades 1 to 3 parents orientation on August 4, grades 4 to 6 parents orientation on August 5, and senior high school grade 11 and grade 12 parents orientation will be on August 6 and 7. Kalimutay ko ani nga announcement. So anyway, let's all turn on our videos. Sir, ayun na i-share. Okay. So, and then, nakapanudlay na ba? Let's get ready to smile. Sir, are you ready to screenshot, sir? Smile na mo daan. And tas alan yung smile, ha? Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Oh. Ayaw sa hunong og smile. Unless mayon kog ayaw nag-smile. Okay na, sir?
Okay na, next.
Next
batch.
Another smile na pod.
Sige, 1, 2, 3, smile.
Okay. Naunsa naman ka, sir?
Sige, last na batch.
Sige, go.
Sige, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile.
Okay. Muna ning new normal parents. Sige. Thank you very much, parents, for coming. We are so glad to see you. We miss you, actually. We miss the face-to-face interaction. Hopefully, this pandemic will end. And see you soon. God bless you. You can leave the room. I will be sending the slides in your email. Don't worry. Bye, everyone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We will be sharing the same.
Oh, no.
Christian School teaches the heart, the mind, and the soul. MCS is launching a theme for each course. For preschool department and elementary department, Mandawi Christian School is molding Christian servant leaders. For high school, the teachers are mentoring Christian servant leaders. For the senior high school department, the school community is mobilizing Christian servant leaders.
What you can see is that it's a group of, I don't know, like students, teachers, faculty, and staff, but I see personally as a group of a family experiencing all these hardships and also all these fun times together.
And people here are so fun to meet, and they encourage you to be their friend, either you're ugly or beautiful or short or tall or whatever you are. This school changed me from foolish, stubborn, and bratty to lovely, kind, and gentle.
I noticed that they really help you develop your leadership skills, and not just leadership, but a godly leadership, or a servant leader rather, and an organization that we should always think of our character above intelligence, because if we focus on the academics and the worldly knowledges that we have, but no matter how smart we are, but we don't have the character and the right attitude to deal and handle with things, we can't succeed in life. And so, because of Mandawi Christian School, I learned that character is one of the important things in life that you have to deal with and you have to go through.
Didn't just help me with my academics, it helped me discover my talents, excel in my skills, and most especially build my faith and my character. And I think that's what makes MCS different than all the other schools, because it teaches students to really find their worth and find their purpose, and that is to know Christ and to make Him known.
MCS is different from other schools, especially the relations between the teachers, the learners, and the parents. They feel as one family, very approachable and concerned about our kids' safety.
The difference is that this school taught me to be an independent student. Like, you don't have to depend on anyone but yourself. So in this school, the teachers just give you instructions, and then if you have any questions, you ask the teacher, then the rest is all on you. To really put Christ first over anyone else, including myself, which from my previous school I haven't experience that.
Mandawi Christian School is committed to her mission and vision, producing transformed and trained learners, accomplishing big and small tasks to the best of their ability, with the thought that they are doing such not only for themselves, their parents and teachers, but ultimately to the Lord. Plain truth is, Mandawi Christian School is preparing a child to live a life that is glorifying and honoring God. This is also a school where all the teachers are so concerned with the development of each child, not only in academics, but with how they relate to others and God. I have been teaching preschoolers in this institution for more than 20 years now, because I believe that this is the right place for me to fulfill what Proverbs 22:6 says, that is, to train